Welcome back to my three-part series. You're up to part two. Thanks for sticking around. I'm going to discuss all these neutral items now. It's going to be a quick one. So let's just get into it.
Oh, you bet.
So Largo, he doesn't really have a lot of options. T1 has no options currently available, so this might change in the future because Dota does swap out neutral items every major patch. So this might not always be the case, but currently all of these items do not interact with Croak of Genius. In T2 it's a little different. So Signet does interact with Croak of Genius. And the way it interacts with Croak of Genius is the following. So if you didn't know, Signet will apply 90 damage dot that's applied over 5 seconds if a enemy unit takes over 55 magic damage in a single instance. So for example, if I just look at this guy, you have this 90 damage being applied over 5 seconds. But with Croak of Genius, you will only see, in this current state that I'm showing you, the reverb damage from the leak. So there's no interaction yet. However, if you can buff up that dot, that initial blast that you hit someone with, to tick for over or up to 55 damage, then what you'll find is it will self-refresh the Signet. Which, that was a bad example because I wasn't buffed. So here we go. So 128 is the dot, and steering the Signet is refreshing. This is good stuff. And that's basically it for T2s. Nothing else here will interact. So we can do a couple things as well, like potentially Serrated Shiv. So just procced, but it didn't work with reverb. The Gunpowder Gauntlet has a magic element. Let's see what happens. Nothing. No good. How about GD Pollen Bag? 9% of the target's HP is dealt over 9 seconds. Reduces healing. No bueno. What else do we have? That wraps up T3s. That's basically it for this tier. T4s, we have the Crypt Rolling Crossbow. It will crack a target for about 70 damage, reduce all the healing and slow them for a little bit. 75. Let's try it. It works. Croak of Genius works with the crossbow. Giant Small, bit of a crit, bit of a slow. Doesn't work. Rattle Cage. See, here's some potential, right? After taking 180 damage, it will fire 2 projectiles at random around you, and it will deal 110 physical damage. Does not work. Alright, that wraps up T4. Everything else here will not apply. Same as before, attack modifiers, no good. As you can see, nothing happened. Fallen Sky. There you go. Our first T5. We don't have many options left, or if any at all. So Book of the Dead, as we discussed earlier, you'll need to be a hero unit to be able to buff any units with Croak of Genius. These are not hero units, so this does not work. Even though this guy has a mana burn, no good. Even if you're reverb, even if you have the Croak of Genius buff, doesn't do anything. Even if they attack it, right? These minions are useless for our purposes. And that's basically it. Nothing else in the T5s can help you. Yeah, this was a real quick one. I did leave out this in the last video. You may have noticed, but I've never used a Javelin. So any Javelin and Javelin-esque items don't work. As well as, I had Atos, and I never used it. So Atos also doesn't work, just in case you're wondering, for some reason. Maybe Dota's weird, which it is. Alright, thanks for watching. Stick around for part 3 where we go through every hero and every ability. I'm probably gonna split it up to small segments, but yeah, we'll see how we go.